Good, good.
Mute my audio.
So the goal is that I'll stay roughly in time with the video, but that may be hit or miss, a little bit. So. Each female she checks before she has sex to see if the species is wrong. These are yellow throats. Yellow throat males sing witchy, witchy. Yellow partner, sweet, sweet, I'm so sweet. Black-throated green, zo, zo, z. And other birds, teacher, teacher, tea. Just outside it, sing, please, please, to meet ya. Very partners, easy. Black and white, wheezy, wheezy, wheezy. And here it comes. Black-throated blues, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Sing us a song, you're the boarding man. Sing us your courtship song. Each female she checks before she has sex, to see if the species is wrong. Well, thank you. So I'm just going to keep running through the list and sometimes fast forward to get to the next one. Spotted lantern flies are bad, so she's cutting down the tree of heaven. This invasive tree's their host, it's the one they love the most, so she's cutting down the tree of heaven. Everywhere I go, people are curious how clams work. So this song is on how clams work for you. If you want to know what a clam is about, they suck the water in and they sip the water out. Fishes need oxygen, gotta get their fill. Gas exchange occurs, water flows over the gills. Suck in the water, spit out the water. Suck in the water, spit out. Gonna suck in the water, spit out the water. Suck in the water, spit out. Lower water helps them fill their feet, bringing in algae and microbes that they need. Gas exchanges and water flows over the gills. Suck in the water, spit out the water. Suck in the water, spit out the water. Suck in the water, spit out the water. In the water, spit out the water. Water used up needs to be replaced, as it leaves also removing any waste. That means exhale inside you can get the radius. Bigger tiny, ultra complicated. Suck in the water, spit out the water. Suck in the water, spit out the water. Water, spit out the water. Suck in the water. how it feels, always being hunted by otters and eels. Like in the water, spit out the water. Water, spit out the water. Like in the water, spit out the water. In the water, spit out the water. Thank you. Oh, you don't have to. Yeah, just once again, just relax, enjoy. And I'm sorry, I get angry sometimes, and so I'm hoping, like, getting this out of all my chest here. A lot of artists that you have heard of are very environmental, and the first versions of their songs were environmentalist, and then they made to change it. So, like, I hate that. So I'm doing like the original versions of a lot of these songs. So here's the original version of a Led Zeppelin song. My mate's been extra pair, a couple in. Oh no, how can I feel fine? So many nestlings, none of them mine. Can I continue to bring her food? How can I continue to sing? Without fail, she's with another male, extra pair, a couple in. Spend my day chasing away with predators up in the air. A moment's rest at the back of the nest. My partner, she's not there. Hey, hey, how can I say? My pair's an extra pair, a couple days. Oh no, how can I feel fine? So many nestlings, none of them mine. Just a quick note on that. So, I don't know if you've heard that term, extra pair coupling. If you read like bird books, you'll say like, oh, these birds mate for life, and maybe they do, and that's great. But if you do DNA tests on the kids, they often have mixed parentage, so that's the term, extra pair coupling. All right, so I'm gonna just, every now and then, switch an instrument. Let's switch an instrument. So, hi, welcome. Hi, Dorothy, how are you? All right. So, in these next couple songs, the themes, just so you know, are first we have dilemmas that face rabbits. So that'll be the first one. The second one is an AC/DC song that was originally written about salamanders. I didn't know, many people don't know that, so we'll get to that. So Lonely, kind of getting back to courtship. Any way you want it. If you pick up on it, I think we know that, like, you go to certain habitats and you'll find a bird over here and a bird over here, but this one specializes over here. Well, that applies to a lot of things, including water bugs. So that that kind of comes up in that song. And then this next one, I'll start. There's a whole bunch. There is a bird called the greater yellowlegs. But one day I was like kind of wondering how it would feel about being called by that name. So that's an original, which we'll get to. All right. So. I see a predator. He'd like to eat me up for sure. Should I rely on camouflage? Should I stay or try to dodge? Oh, sorry. Someone let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go, there will be trouble. If I stay, it will be double. Come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Well, someone told me yesterday, you sit on your brunch and you sing all day. Females will think your bright colors are great. They'll come to your brunch and they'll try to mate. Alone on my brunch, I don't understand. This courtship didn't go as planned. Alerting predators hazardous to my health. I sing, I show up, I'm still by myself. So lonely, so lonely, so lonely, so lonely. I feel so alone. So lonely, so lonely, so lonely. I feel so alone. So lonely, so lonely, so lonely. I feel so alone. So lonely, lonely, so lonely. I feel so alone. Hey, you're welcome. Water bugs, so many kinds. Where exactly can you find? Some are picky, finicky, need waters of high quality. Mayflies, stoneflies, pollution they all die. Pollute no more, to be sure, all water bugs will endure. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Dragonflies don't count upon, damselflies on every pond. Some caddisflies are never seen unless water's pristine. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. If you just come in, feel free to help yourself to refreshments, etc.
In the video before last, there were those birds with large red.
Yes.
What kind of birds? Was that?
Magnificent frigate birds. So you can see them in the southern U.S., like in the Carolinas. That was in the Galapagos, where they were like showing off. So the males inflate this chest, and they just sit there and inflate, and the females fly over and say, nah, you know, just so they're judging, you know. But the funny thing is, there's a word for it. I think they're called storm birds. In any case, some bird watchers, they'll stay at home until like there's a hurricane, and then they'll like, ooh, I have to go bird watching now, because what happens is birds can get blown off course, and you can see weird birds. I saw a magnificent frigate bird in Pennsylvania, like right close to here. It was right after a big storm, so they're not really around here, but you know, after storms, who knows?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Through binoculars, each bird watcher begs, give us a look at those great yellow legs. Such a good-looking bird. I'll tell you what, those great yellow legs go right up to your butt. My bill and colors, so much more to see, but they stare at my legs and objectify me. Among the bird watchers, it's only the dregs that stare at nothing but my great yellow legs. My yellow legs, I don't always show, like when I'm wading in water, you know. Bird watchers take pictures, they share their MPEGs. All their friends want to see my great yellow legs. So I have another song. song I'm not going to do tonight, but it's about his cousin called the Lesser Yellowlegs, because I kind of thought that it didn't like being constantly compared to its cousin, and I'm lesser, so, and how hurtful the name was. So there was that.
Find
me some flower to pollinate, find me some flower to pollinate, find me some flower to
music about nature. Some are supposed to be parodies.
I'm sorry, Ingrid? I'm just going to mute you if that's okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Can anybody find me a flower to pollinate? Each morning I make some more pollen for a female flower nearby, but my roots prevent me from moving. No matter how hard I try, I'm begging every butterfly, beetle, bee, wasp, and I'll fly. Oh somebody, can anybody find me somebody to pollinate? Trunks all day. Do you know what I mean? I just wanna bang on tree trunks all day. Ever since I was a baby bird, I thought digging in the dirt for bones was absurd. So many birds are good, and there are so many birds, and they're all wood. I don't wanna clean, I just wanna bang on tree trunks all day. Do you know what I mean? I just wanna bang on tree trunks all day. Banging your head against wood isn't dull. That's why I need a reinforced skull. I have a long sticky tongue. That is why it encircles my head and goes up to my eye. I don't wanna clean, I just wanna bang on tree trunks all day. Do you know what I mean? I just wanna bang on tree trunks all day. Thank you. Corals are animals, though they're so bright, but they do photosynthesis using sunlight. How can this be? How can they live? What explanation can we give? Algae inside, algae inside. Every coral animal has algae inside. Algae inside, algae inside. Every coral animal has algae inside. I'm sorry if I ruined any of these songs for you. Okay. So little preface. So this one is about lightning bugs and let me do this. Lightning bugs and mantises, because sometimes mating has a darker side. So this is dedicated to that. A male lightning bug on a Saturday night is flying around just a flash in his light. It ain't no big thing to nourish your young, or maybe for fun. The female might eat him when mating is done. It ain't no big thing, but I know what you like. I know you like mating with me, and you know what I like. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. So yes. So what happens with fireflies is if you see one flying around, that's the male. Females are usually sitting in the bushes and they'll flash. And so like the males are flying around, the females may flash. Now, if the female already mates, like say she mates once, she may continue to flash to attract like another male who she has no intention of mating with. She's going to eat them and nourish her young. But then there's other scenarios where each species kind of has its own little flashing pattern. So some females, after they've mated, will imitate the flashing pattern of a different species to attract their males. Once again, no intention of mating with them. So yeah, so darker side of mating there. Um, so I there's a Who song, My Generation, which I thought would make sense of this because I always struggle with this. I don't know if you struggle with this. Monarch butterflies. What's going on there? Because and the reason I'm saying this is the monarchs that you're going to see flying south in August. We then get their great grandkids to then do it again. So for them to come back up here, it takes 4 generations. And if you're questioning how that works, that's what this song is about. Every monarch butterfly I know, talking about my generation. If all flew down to Mexico, talking about my generation. In March to South US we go, talking about my generation. For the first generation of kids to grow, talking about my generation. This is the first generation. This is the first generation, baby. The first generation. First generation adults, they come forth, talking about first generation, and they migrate, fly by farther north, talking about first generation. In June, second generation come forth, talking about second generation. They migrate, fly exit north, talking about second generation. Second generation, the second generation, baby. Second generation. Third generation adults, they come forth, talking about third generation. May stick around or go farther north, talking about third generation. Fourth generation, great grandkids, talking about fourth generation. Migrate to Mexico like ancestors did, talking about fourth generation. Takes 4 generations, takes 4 generations, baby. 4 generations. So hopefully that cleared up all the questions that you had. I'm going to switch instruments. Every now and then, if anyone cares, I have a whole bunch of harmonicas, and a lot of people don't understand why. And the reason, if you don't know music, is you need one for each key. So if you're playing a song that's written in the key of C, like Piano Man was, you need a harmonica that's in the key of C. But then these next songs are in the key of G, so you have to switch. Just, that's not obvious to a lot of people. A lot of people think you just have a harmonica. So no, you need one for each key. All right. So with bird watchers, a lot of bird watchers have soft spots in their hearts for warblers. And you go all through winter and you don't see warblers because they eat insects. And obviously in winter it's too cold to see insects. And then when you finally get to spring, you're like, oh, I can't wait to see my first warblers. So there's always one of two that you're going to see. Your first warblers are always one of the same two. One is called a yellow rumped warbler, but it has a nickname, and that's what this song is about. I like butter butts and I cannot lie. You put what you can't deny. You see that winter warbler swing with the yellow wings and rump, you wanna sing. One of your first warblers of spring. You say warbler, yellow warbler, I say what I call them butter butt. Yellow and rump, warblers got 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 rump. You observe a flower to see who might pollinate. You observe a bug's abdomen, yellow and black lines that are straight. Predators avoid this bug because it looks like a bee. You never guess a fly could engage in mimicry. You thought it was a fly, but you were wrong. It ain't a bee, babe. No, it ain't a bee, babe. 'Cause it's a butterfly, babe. So if you didn't guess that, a lot of the things you think are bees are actually hoverflies. So they look like bees, so predators leave them away. We did this one a couple weeks ago with the Galapagos. There are different kinds of bees. You can know them all by name. They don't have the same behavior, and they don't all look the same. Even sometimes high above you, diving boobies make a wish. Boobies can swim underwater. Sometimes boobies catch a fish. Boobies come in different colors. Different structurally arranged. Different tissues or malnourished. Gray-colored boobies look so strange. Female boobies judge male boobies. Males judge female boobies too. Females prefer young male boobies. Healthy boobies, bright red or blue.
here. If you look hard enough. Okay. So. All right, I think I'm going to try the piano now, which kind of means that like once I start, it's harder for me to run back here. So let me just try to turn it there for people at home. And yeah, so I'll try to stick with the videos as best I can. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgot the microphone. My bad. All right. I think that'll work. We'll start again. Picture a world you see in infrared. You detect heat using pits in your face. You could hunt rodents because they're warm-blooded. At night you could find them and chase. Some pit vipers have diamonds. Some have copperheads, some have diamonds. Some live in timber, some have diamonds. So if you don't know, some snakes, they have holes in their face that detect heat. And that's how they can hunt rodents at night, because it's like an extra sense. In the same way in the movie Predator, like the predator was hunting from heat, rattlesnakes and all the pit vipers do that. They're called pit vipers for that reason. This next song is kind of like for bird geeks, so it'll be over in like 90 seconds if you're not a bird geek, just so you know. It helps if I go with the pictures. Any second. Some flycatchers are red, some flycatchers are white. In South America, they just seem more bright. Some vireo eyes are white, some vireo eyes are red. Some warble have yellow throats or a blue head. Some ibises are white, some are scarlet. Carotenoid pigments in their diet. My world just seems alright when my birds are red and white. So Billy Joel, that was the original version of the song, just so you know. I forget which one this is. We'll figure out in a second. There we go. Oops, sorry. Don't stop thinking that I'm your partner. Don't stop. You swans wait for life. We can live 20 years, 10 years on average. Our pair bonds last longer than a human marriage. Don't stop thinking that I'm your partner. Don't stop. You swans wait for life. We can live 20 years, 10 years on average. Their bonds last longer than a human marriage. There's a second verse that goes about ducks. So here's a thing that I don't understand. I don't think anyone does. when you look at waterfowl and you see the males and females looking alike, you can make predictions. You can say, one, they probably mate for life, and two, the males help take care of the young. That just, when they look alike, that just goes along with that. When they look different, like ducks, there are two things you can predict. One, the males offer no help. That comes up in another song. And they are what's called seasonally monogamous. But so they mate for a season and then that's it. So they don't mate for life. So there's another verse probably coming in that song that involves the ducks. But anyway. So. From South America, I migrated over 6,000 miles. Finally, I see tundra ahead. Gonna breed some juveniles. I'm back in the Canadian Arctic. If you try, you get carsick. Back in the Canadian Arctic. Been away so long, I hardly knew the place. Back in my summer home. Finally, I have a little breathing space. Tundra and conifer biome. I'm back in the Canadian Arctic. If you try, you get carsick. Back in the Canadian Arctic. Well, those Hudson Bay females got me out in Brazil behind. And Quebec females love me, no doubt. Newfoundland's always on my mind. So the birds you're looking at there, they maybe migrated from Central South America, maybe even Argentina, and they may actually go to the Canadian tundra. So they like fly the length of 2 continents. That's why like some of them, like these guys especially, you may see them migrating south in July. Why? Because they have so far to go. So anyway, that song is dedicated to them. And I think that. They stumble until they die. Humans build channels from the ocean. They only give the lakes a try. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belong. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belong. Get back, Lampreys. Japanese Maui from Asia, glacier wasn't right. Form such dead spots in open spaces, it blocks out all the light. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belong. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belong. Get back, Japanese Maui. Spongy moths brought here to make silk, released here by mistake. In the summer, a tree can lose all of its leaves. How much more can it take? Get back, get back, get back to where you once belong. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belong. Get back, spongy moths. Just to see which one is next. Oh, thank you.
The spongy moths don't seem to be quite as bad this year as they were, at least not that I'm seeing.
I think you're right, and actually,
I've seen some, but not as many as.
I think you're right. The Bashakil, the last time I was there, when you look out up at the hill, there's just no leaves on the tree. So like it might be spotty. But one other thing, and I ask any bird watchers in here, how you doing with cuckoos this year? I've seen more cuckoos this year than I've seen in my life. And the reason I raise that is because the spongy caterpillars, they have those hairs, and most birds can't eat them. It irritates their stomach, and there's only a few birds that can, but cuckoos are one of them. So when you have a big summer of spongy moths, very often the next year you see like a boom of cuckoos because they're one of the few birds that
So
can.
maybe last year was a big spongy moth year.
And
that's
this
why
year,
So there's two kinds of cuckoos, black-billed and yellow-billed, and I've seen both more than I've ever seen before. So when you're asking the question, why is that? Like the birds might have caught up, like the few birds that can eat them might have like had a lot of kids and all their kids survived. So just a thought. So this next song was kind of dedicated to these moths that come out at night. And when they try to attract each other, they're using smell called pheromones that they can detect from like miles away, like up to 7. All right, so if you're a moth looking for like a partner, right, you may, I think 7 miles away from here, there's someone for me. So, it's just, I felt that, deserved a song.
I can get any rest. Pheromones make me upset. Pheromones drive me crazy like nothing else. Pheromones drive me crazy. I can't help myself. I can't get any rest. My friends all say I'm obsessed. Pheromones drive me crazy like nothing else. Pheromones drive me crazy. I can't help myself.
All right, so this is a sad song, but true. So if I was going to sing about DDT or PCBs, I'm sure a lot of you are thinking, why? Like, that's like so 1960s, so 1970s. We are so done with that. And the answer is no. They're in this room right now, in you. We still have them. There are these things, these aren't quite the forever chemicals, but nevertheless, these stick around for decades. You have them, eagles have them. And so if you're asking, like, why might eagle eggs be failing? You don't think about the things which were banned 40 years ago, but nevertheless, if you look at their tissues, you're just like, wow, there's still DDT there, there's still PCB. So this song was kind of dedicated to that. You know what? I'm sorry, I'm going to take this out.
It seems we've been DDT so long ago, but it can persist for decades, don't you know? As go up food chain grew and grew, affecting humans, eagles too. Wanna say goodbye to you, goodbye to you, oops, goodbye to you, goodbye to you. It seems we banned PCBs so long ago, and they can persist for decades, don't you know? Let's go up food chain grew and grew, affecting humans, eagles too. Can't wait to say goodbye to you, goodbye to you, oh, goodbye to you, goodbye to you, oh, goodbye to you.
All right, so, all right, this will be my last one on piano, but just if you don't know the story, this was in the news like 2 months ago. So if you watch Game of Thrones, you know all about dire wolves and the Starks, etc. But dire wolves are an extinct type of wolf that lived in North America. They're gone. But humans took some genes out of them, some fossils that they found, and there are now hybrid dire wolves among us. So this song was dedicated to that.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. And so the question is, like, when it first came out, like, dire wolves are back, and then the thing was like, well, they're not really dire wolves, they're dogs with some dire wolf genes added to them, so they're a new thing, they're a hybrid. But yeah, so what does this mean? Well, listen to the song and you'll find out. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So the DNA was extracted from some sort of fossil,
Yeah.
and then what?
So
DNA?
there's a company. So people have wanted to do what I'm about to say for a long time.
Like Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Right, there's a company that's doing this. Now, Jurassic Park is tough because, like, if you got dinosaur DNA, you'd have pieces of it would be broken, and dinosaurs don't have close relatives that could help you. But there's a lot of extinct mammals where that's not true. Like, mammoths are actually very closely related to elephants. And they've been thinking for a while that, like, hey, if we get some of those frozen mammoths from Siberia, you actually have like frozen gonads. And like if you could like get mammoth sperm and fuse it with elephant eggs, could you get like a hybrid? Or if you could do the same thing they did with Dolly, the sheep Dolly, what you do is cheek cells can't make a baby because they're cheek cells. But if you trick them to think that they're not cheek cells anymore, and they think they're just a general old cell, then Dolly the sheep was made from a cell from the mammary gland. And I don't know if you know the science geek joke, but so what they did was Dolly the sheep, the mother had mammary glands, and they took some cells and they tricked them to think they weren't mammary cells, and that gave the sheep. But the people who did this were just huge fans of Dolly Parton, and figured that the mammary gland connection that they would name the sheep Dolly. So that true story. And so see, this is educational. All right. I'm gonna switch instruments. And we'll do bass after this. There we go. Okay. Oops, sorry. You should be okay.
My partner's colors are dark brown. Predators unseen when she's around. My bright colors come in handy. Look at me, I'm eye candy. 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 Hey, 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 hey.
Thank you. Just raise your little. So this next one is a true story. There's the bane of my existence at a wetland I helped to manage around here. So this is not made up. How's it going?
Water chestnuts in the bright sun. I thought water chestnut one. Number of plants at least 1 million. Thought water chestnut one. 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 Invasive species and it feels so bad. I don't have a wetland to be done. Worst invasive species that we've ever had. Thought water chestnut one. Thought water chestnut one. Thought water chestnut one. Thought water chestnut one.
Now, just this is what I'm trying to clean up to no avail. But like this lake here, if you go to on your way here, if you pass the lake at the Carmelite place, you'll see this is just covered. That's what this is. It just covers. It's an invasive species that just covers the lake. It blocks out all the light, and it is so hard to get rid of. But I'm kind of lying to you. It's actually easy to get rid of. Where like if they just pull out, you can fill your canoe with them. And I've spent hours doing this, but there's millions of them. So like I'll work a couple hours. I'm like, aha, look at me. I counted them. I got like 3,000 water chestnuts. And I look behind me and I can't even see where I work because there's millions. Like 3,000 is not a dent in a million, and like this, there's just so many. So it's a problem in the Hudson. It's a problem in a lot of places.
What do you do with them when?
I just dump them on the land, make a big pile. And if you can get them before June, that's when they flower. You're okay. Yeah. So, but don't like once again, they're beating me, so don't ask me what I do because nothing that works. This next song, I played a couple weeks ago. Coral reefs are the most important ecosystem in the ocean. Like there's just so much more diversity there than anywhere else. And you know, for some reason, sorry, I think I can figure out the song, the chords. Oh yeah, okay. G, B minor. And if you ask, are humans doing anything to damage coral reefs? The answer is a lot. So much that like each verse is full of things. So we're doing all of these things, and all of them damage coral reefs. So, and once again, help yourself to more food. And you know, I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you are too. You know, if anyone has to call it a night at any point, like obviously, you know, you do you. So.
These humans are giving us grief. All their activities damaging reefs. We need stronger morals for preserving the coral. Disappearance so last there beyond all belief. Corals damaged by warming of seas. Can bleach with lives with just one or two disease. Oxygen loss is persistent. They become less resistant to the spreading of white band disease. Another problem that we cannot solve. Less carbonate when climate change is involved. Carbonate ion deflation reduces calcification. If low enough, we can actually dissolve. With fuel burning, CO2 levels rise. The ocean absorbs it and acidifies. Desert larvae respiration and nitrogen fixation prolong bleaching and our coral just dies. Fishing with cyanide just isn't fair. Or dynamite that gives us a scare. Bad techniques, fishing's bottom, dragging nets across the bottom. Corals damaged beyond all repair. Bioerosion is tunneling trails. Homes for sea urchins and snails. Fishing removes all that eats them. Algae feeds them. And the coral reef fails. Ozone loss lets in more UV light. Sunscreen chemicals don't falsely light. More storms we're despising, and survive the 21st century threat. But the corals always saying goodnight.
So we're going to switch instruments. Wait, please. So if you ever said like, oh, look at all those instruments, that's really impressive. Not as impressive as you'd think. And I say that because like sometimes people, you know, want to pick up music and there's secrets and there's cheats and like you should know the secrets if you're thinking of this. So a ukulele is like an acoustic guitar except the top 4 strings. All right, so you're missing the bottom 2. A bass guitar is the bottom 4 strings without the top 2. So if you play guitar, I mean, it is like, you do have to learn the new instrument, but it's not completely foreign. Like if you do a solo, like for example, if you were going to do, there's the Pirates of the Caribbean theme. If you were going to do that on guitar, you could just pick up the bass like, oh. Do the exact same thing. So just saying, like, if you're interested in music, there's shortcuts. And let's go. All right. So I love going out on the woods. All right, but if you were to go out in the woods, there's probably one piece of advice you would hear so many times that you would get sick of. So this song's dedicated to that. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this, don't ask why. If you touch this, no, I'm sorry. Don't ask why. If you touch that, you might die. Oh, I'm sorry. I was writing this right before this class started. It's got sharp. This one sharp teeth in its jaws. This one has quills. This has claws. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Okay, we could go on, but I think you get the idea. This predator in my territory, flying overhead. If it sees my eggs or my nestlings, then it'll end up dead. But I'm ready, yes I'm ready for you, even though you're bigger than me. I'll mob you, I'll harass you, drive you out of my territory. Another one please away. Another one please away. And another one's gone, find somewhere else to stay. Hey, I'm gonna get you too, another one please away. So it's always impressive how they go after like eagles and hawks that are bigger than them and like chase them away. So red-winged blackbirds do it, flycatchers do it. And the reason is, if you're a predator flying over a marsh, like birds that make nests in trees, they're hidden. But in a marsh, you just have cattails, which, cattails, you can't see it from this way, but if you're flying over it, you can see all the eggs. So if you let a nest predator fly over your swamp, then you won't have any kids because they'll just eat them all. So that's, the kingbirds, the red-winged blackbirds, and they'll all group together. Like, so you'll see like multiple, ones that like they see a hawk or an eagle, they just, peck at it even though it's bigger than them until it like gets out of the territory. So here's an original. Shadows lengthen at twilight, sunfish best stay out of sight. Great blue herons go hunting at night. A peaceful lake in the starlight, birds swim away with all their might. Great blue herons go hunting at night. In the stillness of midnight, pickerel possessed by fright, great blue herons go hunting at night. Full moon, big and
bright blue heavens go hunting at night.
Thank you, thank you. Okay. So, go back. So there is a story behind this song, and unfortunately it was written last year, but I could have written it this year too. Last year, the mute swans at the wetland at 6½ Station, they had six cygnets, of which one survived to be an adult. This year, they started with 8 and they are currently at 4. So this is about that.
There isn't much you can count upon if you're a mute swan. Try to give 6 cygnets an edge. There's no guarantee that all will fledge. It's a cruel, cruel world. It's a cruel, cruel world. There are more predators than you'd think. Foxes, coyote, raccoons, and mink. Gulls, herons, crows, all can slaughter. Snapping turtles, grab them underwater. It's a cruel, cruel world. It's a cruel, cruel world. Perfect wetland in your range. Till hot, dry summer worsened by climate change. Try to give 6 cygnets an edge. This year, only one will fledge. It's a cruel, cruel world. It's a cruel, cruel world.
Sure.
Did you hear in the news about the mute swan that was stolen?
Yeah, a stolen mute swan. I'm repeating it in case people are listening at home. There was a news story where a mute swan was stolen.
Stolen by 3 boys, 3 young boys,
Oh, really?
in a car.
Oh, wow.
Put it stuck in a car,
Yeah.
and they were caught up with the car and the boys, but not the swan's gone.
Oh, wow. Huh.
And so I forget where that was. If you Google it, it'll come up. I think it was in New York by a lake. The people know these swans because they live right by the lake and they come and go.
Huh. So repeating at home, there's a story where mute swan was captured. Another thing with swans, this is more the bigger ones, not as much the mute. But you should stay away from them. Like kids should stay away from them because they defend their young, and they're big. Like they've like grabbed kids and they're by water, so kids can flounder in water. Like bad things can happen. So yeah, stay away from swans. Good call.
Well, I hope this swan hurt the kid.
Yeah.
They stole her. They tore her. Gone.
All right. I try to be a peaceful person and like not angry or vengeful, but like this song is an exception, so I apologize. You don't belong here. You should die. Invasive spotted lanternfly. Homeowners and crop growers fear your damage reproducing here. Native to China, you were seen in Peiyang in 2014. On native plants and crops you feast as you spread through the Northeast. As your mouth parts suck the sap, a lantern flies a plant can wrap. Weaken plants, more bugs
stay cold, excretions can encourage mold. Tree of heaven is your hostess, invasive plants you love the most. Cut it down, park rangers say it's not native anyway. State quarantines have made it clear, lanternfly's not wanted here. You don't belong here, you should die, invasive spotted lanternfly. So sorry for the anger there.
So the spotted lanternfly only likes that tree, or they prefer that tree?
They prefer that tree because that's where they, from the land that they came from. And once they like reproduce a lot, then they start getting to like if you grow fruit or grapes, or like then they can just cover the trees and they can go after all the other ones. But like that gives them a foothold. Right, we're switching instruments to mandolin. And okay, so like I said, bird watchers like warblers, so this will make you an expert in warbler identification in like 2 minutes and 36 seconds, so there's that.
How can you tell a yellow-rumped warbler, a yellow-rumped warbler, a yellow-rumped warbler? How can you tell a yellow-rumped warbler? It's got a yellow rump. It's got a yellow rump. How can you tell a black and white warbler, a black and white warbler, a black and white warbler? How can you tell a black and white warbler? It's black and white. It's black and white. How can you tell a yellow warbler, a yellow warbler, a yellow warbler? How can you tell a yellow warbler? It's a yellow bird. It's a yellow bird. How can you tell a yellow-throat warbler, a yellow-throat warbler, a yellow-throat warbler? How can you tell a yellow-throat warbler? It's got a yellow throat. It's got a yellow throat. How can you tell a black-throated blue warbler, black-throated blue warbler, black-throated blue warbler? How can you tell a black-throated blue warbler, a black-throat pod is blue? A black-throat pod is blue. How can you tell a black-throated green warbler, black-throated green warbler, black-throated green warbler? How can you tell a black-throated green warbler, a black-throat pod is green? A black-throat pod is green. How can you tell a golden wing warbler, a golden wing warbler, a golden wing warbler? How can you tell a golden wing warbler? It's got golden wings. It's got golden wings. How can you tell a chestnut-sided warbler, chestnut-sided warbler, chestnut-sided warbler? How can you tell a chestnut-sided warbler? It's got chestnut sides. It's got chestnut sides. How can you tell a hooded warbler, a hooded warbler, a hooded warbler? How can you tell a hooded warbler? It's got a hood. It's got a hood. How can you tell a redstart warbler, a magnolia warbler, a prairie warbler? How can you tell an ovenbird warbler? You need another song.
But now that you know how to identify them, you'll see more. So if you don't know what a vernal pool is, it's a temporary pool formed in spring. When snows melt, we get a lot of spring rain. And a lot of amphibians say, oh, you know, this is the time to have sex. So there's like this one crazy night where a lot of them will rush to this vernal pool, have sex. There's like frogs and salamanders everywhere. So this is dedicated to that.
be cool, go find a mating partner at the nearest vernal pool. Friendly night, amphibians be cool, go find a mating partner at the nearest vernal pool. Even though vernal pools are only temporary, they don't have the predators that Martin think are scary. Thunder hibernacula amphibians should go to pools made by spring rain and melting snow. First rainy spring night, amphibians be cool, go find a mating partner at the nearest vernal pool. First rainy spring night, amphibians be cool, find a mating partner at the nearest vernal pool. Try and eat some more, cause it's a safe bet that most birds that want to eat you have not migrated yet. But every wood frog, spotted salamander noses, green algae hopper-like embryos in the symbiosis. First rainy spring night, amphibians be cool, go find a mating partner at the nearest vernal pool. First rainy spring night, amphibians be cool, find a mating partner at the nearest vernal pool. Probably that's why the larvae can develop before summer when it dries. Love your vernal pool, treat it like a friend. Next year you'll be back here to reproduce again. But rainy spring night, amphibians be cool. Find a mating partner at the nearest vernal pool. But rainy spring night, amphibians be cool. Go find a mating partner at the nearest vernal pool.
Thank you. So there's this one favorite vernal pool. So this is by the Bashakil. So vernal pools don't communicate with open water, so fish can't get there. There's no fish there. And it'll probably dry up in summer, but it'll stay wet for a while. And all those little dots you see are wood frogs mating. And you'll just see amphibians mating everywhere for like brief periods of time. And then when you come back a little later, there's just like tadpoles everywhere or salamander larvae everywhere. So they're fun. We'll switch instruments. This next one is from South America. It's mostly from Peru, Ecuador, and the Andes, so it's an Andean one. And I'll do two songs. The second one uses a little Andean flute. Right, and obviously help yourself to more stuff. And at any point where you need to call it a night. Thank you so very much for coming.
To a male duck I will match, but by the time the eggs are hatched, the male is gone and I'm on my own, raising ducklings by myself. A male duck may look hot, but good parents they are not. Now my background is ducklings all around, raising ducklings by myself, raising ducklings by myself, raising ducklings by myself. Now my background is ducklings all around, raising ducklings by myself. Oh, 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 hummingbirds, but you confess there's only one species in East US. You've seen the species, but you want more, so you book a vacation and eco tour. World's hummingbird capital is Ecuador. Now there they call them picaflor. Quito, you drive northwest, take a turn to take a rest, as hummingbird feeders out in the back. So plant your cameras at your back. Iridescent colors just like a fable. You see 10 species from your table. Hours you drive northwest to Nash Lodge in Cloud Forest.
another loud, angry song. Just don't know where it is. Oh, there we go. Probably here. Oh, there.
Everyone knows that a murder of crows is what you say when the number grows. We will flock you. We will flock you. Doomed cattle and a group of grackles. Nothing is vague when they form a plague. We will flock you. We will flock you. Strange sensation during migration, starlings during migration. Those are starlings form a murmuration. We will flock you. We will flock you.
So if you didn't catch it, the words we use are a group of crows is called a murder, a group of grackles is called a plague, and a group of starlings is called a murmuration. And there's a shirt that a friend of mine has that I think is hilarious. It has two crows on it, and the title says attempted murder. So, okay. So this is a didgeridoo, and I like to play it.
Didgeridoo.
Wow.
It plays a didgeridoo.
So I like to play it with other songs, like the music's in the background, but like going back and forth. It should work out fine, but just it's easier if I'm just accompanying. But.
Didgeridoo. That record beats the Wimbledon
Oh no.
opening day there.
I'm too sexy for my crust, too sexy for my crust. Don't you see it's the best? I'm too sexy for my tail, too sexy for my tail. It never fails. I'm too sexy for my chest, too sexy for my chest, better than the rest. I'm too sexy for this song.
Very funny.
I think we're down to 3. We'll try 3. Okay. So just if you're wondering, I have 3 more, I believe. And I think this is good. I have actually a lot more songs, but maybe this will just be another, we'll put some off till another night. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I just made a new one. Oh, I hope I can find it. I should be able to. So let me. So I realized I was using a 2023 song when I could use a 2024 song. So I just made one. Really, there we go. 4 days ago. All right. So, in my mind, one of the biggest environmental issues to deal with is population growth. When I was born, there were about 3.5 billion people on the planet. There are now more than 8. And by the time my kids are grown up, there's probably going to be at least 10. So that means like 2 billion more people are coming. That's like China and 3 United States. And you might say, wait, we have nowhere in the world to put that many people. It's like, well, they're coming, so we kind of better figure out a place to put them soon. So this song is about that trying to, you know, wrap your head around it. Oops, sorry. 2024 population more if you're keeping score, 71 million. I'm sorry, I have a mic for my head, but it wasn't working all today. I'm sorry, I'll just try to sing loud. I can't use this one because I keep elbowing it. I'm sorry. Thailand's ratio half size of Mexico. Population overflow 71 million. Among civilians, over 8 million, the size of Wisconsin, every month of 24. A million every week, Dallas, so to speak, San Diego at its peak, every week of 24. 200K, Chicago, no, Des Moines here to stay, dialogue every day of 24. Situation looking down, 8,000 every hour, crisis we are in at 140 every minute. Five new people, every 2 seconds, 5 new people, every 2 seconds, more homes needed, more food needed, more room needed, every 2 seconds, less that's wild, every 2 seconds.
So that rate of growth is increasing.
Actually,
Or is it flattening out?
oh, it is very much flattening out. So there's that's a lot, and that's a lot for the world to deal with. But there's good news in that is so much less than it was. So today, the average family on the planet has about 2.4 children, and replacement fertility would be 2.2. So in other words, if everyone had 2.2 children, wherever the human population caps off, we would then stay there forever. So you could come back in 2,000 years, like let's say 10 billion. And as long as we could feed everybody, there would still be 10 billion people on the planet. That's replacement fertility. In 1950, the average family on Earth had 5. So fertility has dropped in half in my lifetime. That's huge. So for people at home, I have 2 more instruments, but one I have to sit down for, and one I'm going to try to do here. All right. Once again, lots more songs, but I think we'll do 2 and call it a night. So here's another mic that I'll do here. All right, so people at home, I'm sitting down with a cello that just, I can't swing that thing. Okay.
You made a major financial investment.
I have. Well, it's music. How can one not? A friend of mine has a shirt that says it's not hoarding if it's guitars. Which you're laughing, but it's not a joke. Okay. If anyone's going to get mad at me for a song tonight, this is the song. Or the one right after this. Right. So. All right, this first one is just kind of short. Like I said, not everyone knows the original versions of songs. So this was a Beatles song that you know, but I don't know if you know the original version. So. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Shut up! Blackbird, why are you singing in the dead of night? I don't know, Paul. It's just a
Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
How's that? All right, so oh, I'm sorry. There's a video. This makes so much more sense with the video. Okay. So for anyone who's saying, how could he possibly play this song? If you see the video, I think you're like, oh, all right, I'll give it to him. Baby sharks, baby shark, male shark, they have claspers, one pelvic fins, two through sperm, in the female's body, that's how we get baby sharks, some female sharks are oviparous, they lay eggs that hatch in the ocean, that's how we get some baby sharks, some female sharks are oviparous, they can fly bird, they have a placenta that nourishes the fetus in the female's body. That's how we get some baby sharks. Some female sharks are oviparous. They lay, they can fly bird their fetuses, but they don't form a placenta. How can they eat? That's what you ask. They eat eggs, or they can eat their younger siblings in their mother's body. That's how you get some baby sharks. Review the quiz. There are 3 ways to get baby sharks. Some females are oviparous, some females are oviparous, or oviparous. 3 different ways to get baby sharks. So if you're singing that like 3 days from now, I'm sorry. Okay. All right, the last 1 or 2 I was thinking would be on this. So. So teaching science, I like to use data and facts. However, there are other people who don't do that, and this song is about them. Climate scientists storming about global warming. They tell me there is danger. I tell them relax. I ignore science and I put my reliance on conspiracy theories and alternate facts. Hurricanes are increasing, their lies never ceasing. Meteorologists motivated by greed. If oceans seem hotter, it's fluoride in the water, say the hackers in my social media feed. Expert data is shoddy, they're all Illuminati. Expert groups, and they all interact. Keep solar panels away, those things killed JFK. Say conspiracy theories and alternate facts. Their charts are internal, and science reports in journals. Suppose greenhouse gas is floating in air, causing the inflation of fluoride radiation. But if I cannot see it, can it really be there? More fossil fuel burning, avoid higher learning, avoid the fake news which overreacts. Ignore the climate change hoax. Listen only to folks with conspiracy theories and alternate facts. And the last song to end on a negative note, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, don't see as many birds anymore. In data we put our reliance, as published in the journal Science. North America lost for words. It's 1953 billion birds. With this trend, what is in store? It's 1950, we lost 1 in 4. 1 in 4, 3 billion birds. 1 in 4, 3 billion birds. 1 in 4, 3 billion birds. 1 in 4. Fewer birds mean fewer nests. Fewer birds eat insect pests. Less birdsong, rodent predation, seed dispersal, pollination. Not just scientists and scholars, but millions of people spend billions of dollars on hobbies that they think are great throughout the United States. 1 in 4, 3 billion birds. 1 in 4, 3 billion birds. 1 in 4, 3 billion birds. 1 in 4 billion birds. Bird groups where the number narrows, worst hit were the New World sparrows. The study reckoned wood warblers, where the number lost was second. Hate to paint with such broad brushes, but we've lost finches, blackbirds, thrushes. In store since 1950, we've lost 1 in 4. 1 in 4, 3 billion birds. 1 in 4, 3 billion birds. 1 in 4, 3 billion birds. 1 in 4. Thank you. Thank you. So I'd love to thank you for coming out, for people at home. But also on that, some of the things I just sang about are urgent. I mean, the coral reefs, the climate change, the loss of birds. So the fact that you're here means that you care. And will the situation ever get any better? Well, if there's more of you, then there's hope. All right. So just the fact that this seems to pique an interest of yours, that's good. You're the hope that the coral reefs and the birds and everything else get. So I want to thank you for that. Thank you so very much for coming out. In a couple of weeks, we'll have a lecture series on anatomy. But maybe in the fall, we'll try to do some more music if this was something you enjoyed. Have a wonderful evening. Good night.
Thank you. So what's the date?
Bye, thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you for coming at home.
Okay.
Yes. So July 28th is human blood and blood tests. Then August 4th, August 11th, and August 18th. And I'm sorry, I see some chats. Okay, thank you so very much. So it says you can't see my screen. I was screen sharing. I hope that worked out for you. Good night, everybody.
I sent you a few photos. So
Oh, thank you so very much.
Get an email from a random person that has an